What's up everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Durdam and I am currently doing my PhD from Germany. So this is going to be a very quick video. So I'll be talking about the most important documents that you will need for any application, and without further ado, let's get started. So when I'm talking about documents, so primarily these are your academic documents, your cover letter, motivation letter, or these documents. So first of all, I would say make a folder into your laptop or wherever you're working for your applications. Make a separate folder for documents and scan all the documents, and so that you have them electronically saved into your laptop or your desktop. So starting from 10th, you should have the 10th mark sheets, degree certificate, then your 12th high school mark sheets, degrees, then your bachelor's degrees, all 6 or 8 semester mark sheets and your degree certificate. Then if you have already completed your masters, then you should also have your master's certificates and all the 4 semester mark sheets as a scanned copy, and rename them very properly. So when you get scanned copy from a printer, so the printer will save the documents as scan underscore a big number and then .pdf. When you are saving them as a final version in the folder, then please rename them as very briefly, like if they are your bachelor's mark sheets, then you can rename them like BSc semester 1 mark sheet .pdf, like that. Clear cut renaming is really important. Okay, then your master's degree. So these are all your academic degrees. If you also have a PhD degree and you are applying for postdoc, then your PhD degree certificate. Okay, if you have some publications, then you should also save your publication documents. If you have worked into a research lab after your BSc or MSc, then you should get your experience certificate from your supervisor as well as from the administrative department of your institute. So these two are quite different. So the letter that you will get, the experience certificate that you will get from your supervisor, will mostly discuss about the work that you did and what kind of research you were involved in and so on. But this document that I'm talking about, the second one, which you will get from your administration office, this will be signed by the head of administration of the institute. So this is more like an official document that shows you that you were employed by that institute from this start date and end date. That's it, and the title of your position. So this is really important that you get it. In case you are not able to get it, that's also fine, but if you can get it, I would suggest that you ask and talk about this to the administration office. Next is the workshops and conferences. So if you haven't attended any workshops or conferences, then that's fine, but if you have attended any workshops, conferences or something like that, or any seminars, and you have some certificates got from it, like certificate of participation, or you presented a poster in a conference, then you must have got a like certificate for that also. So all these certificates should be in scanned electronically saved copies in your folder, in the documents folder, because you will need them for all the types of application that you are applying for. Next is your passport. Very important document. If you don't have your passport, I suggest that आप इसको बनाओ, because it really takes time to make a passport, and the first page and the last page of your passport as a scanned copy. And in addition, if you have any English language certificates like IELTS or TOEFL, then get a scanned copy of that certificate that you have got from your examination, reflecting your scores and so on. And lastly, your motivation letter, cover letter. So these two documents are changing. It will keep changing based on the different positions that you apply for, but you should have a common draft that you can use for all the applications that you apply for. And lastly, and very important, is your CV or your resume. So this you should have ready in your documents folder. So okay, these are all the documents that you will actually need, and you should have them prepared beforehand so that you can quickly start applying for applications. That's it for this video. I hope you found this video useful. If you liked the content, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That really helps. And also hit the notification bell icon. That's it for now. I'll see you next time. Stay tuned.